What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit that notification bell. Well, let's get right into it. When I say let's get right into it, let's get right into it. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all heard about what happened with Kevin Porter Jr. and his girlfriend. I'm not going to mention her name, and I'm not going to get too much into details about the incident, but I'm going to talk about, because we also know about the moves the New York Knicks made this week on re-signing Ryan Osicano. I have trouble with that name. And I don't. It's almost like we trying to rebuild the Wildcats, Villanova. I really don't have a problem with Ryan Oscano. That was, what can I say? That was into this move, right? This situation happened with Houston. And I know a lot of y'all talking about, it's going to be bad ops, saying how we look, we bringing in a woman beater and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into the incident itself. And I would like to express my condolences for the woman and her family. No, she's not dead, but, it's something, it's a tragic, saying? Who knows? I have a sister, I have a daughter. I wouldn't want this to happen to any one of them. But I'm keeping it real. It's strictly basketball on my team and how can it make my team better. And I think this move right here could have made the Knicks financially better and on the court better. First, we could have just got rid of Evan Fournier. Yep, we could have did a trade. And I know Houston is offering multiple trade picks, second rounds. And to make this deal go even smoother, I did, hit the trade machine, see how that trade would work. And we don't even have to put any picks in. We don't even have to take any picks from Houston. But, hey, it's a business. We're going to probably swap picks. But we don't have to, because the trade, it comes right out. It works out. We have to add no players, no nothing. And I know a lot of people probably want to say, well, them draft picks are coming handy. But I know Houston is really want to get rid of Kevin Porter Jr., but I like Kevin Porter Jr., and I know this is not going to be a good look for the New York Knicks, but I look at this as an insurance policy, and I know that y'all seen the thumbnail, and yes, that's what I'm talking about, the insurance for Emmanuel Quickley somewhere down the line. We're going to get into that in a minute. But this kid have averaged double-digit figures in scoring since he got into the league. Last year, he averaged 19.2 points a game, 5.3 rebounds, 5.7 assists. And I'm looking at, like, now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be talking about, he's gonna get suspended and blah blah, and that could work out in the Knicks' favor also. That's it. That's if we depend, if we want to waive him or whatever. Because let's talk about the contract. So he got a new contract for $84 million. 15.9 of that is guaranteed. 3 years, not guaranteed. The rest of the 3 years is not guaranteed. So that right there, I'm looking at the New York Knicks and like that can really benefit us financially. And if you're talking about the Knicks bringing in a star next year, we can keep Randall and still have the flexibility because we still have Evan Fournier on this roster. And it don't look like we're going to do anything with Evan Fournier as of yet. But if we was to make this move with Kevin Porter Jr., it give us financial relief if we decide to move on from him, or if one of the free agents happen to open up after next year, we can say, you know what? We don't have to commit to this kid because the rest of his contract is non-guaranteed. So we can use that. It's only $15 million we're gonna be spending out of his contract. That's $84 million. You do the math. Leave how much that money over. We can take that and use it to either, if we don't trade for a big name star, but get some glue pieces. You know what I'm saying? But that money will come in handy. That's just all I'm saying. You tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. And like I said, I know the optics don't look good for him, beating up his girlfriend. I said I'm not going to mention the incident, got felony charges. One of them charges is strangulations. But I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody or any woman. Like I said, I have a daughter, I have a mother, I have sisters. But sometimes, things ain't always what it seems to be, you know what I'm saying? We do know that Kevin do have like a bad boy reputation throughout the NBA, but his previous incidents was very minor considered to what's going on right now. But like I said, I don't want to take anything away from anybody because everybody has I don't want to seem like I'm some type of insensitive jerk. But what I'm trying to say, it can work for the New York Knicks. The optics might not look good, but look what Charlotte did with Bridges. Let him sit out for a while, brung him back, and it's all but forgotten. And that's what I'm about to say too. If the NBA was to suspend him and we bring him back to the suspension, we bring him back, the heat done died down. And this kid can really help us. Really help us. He's good on defense and he's a damn good offensive player. And he can be that backup point guard that we need because let's face it, we really don't have that much faith in Quickley. I'm getting to Quickley, don't worry, but I'm going to get to Quickley. And I think Donovan Chizio will be better suited as a shooting guard, the way he played. And to have Porter running the floor when Bronson sit down, averaging 19 points, that bench will be almost unstoppable with this kid. And I know the I'm going to say it again because the optics will not look right. But after a while, everything will die down. And I'm not saying that I just want to overlook his woman-beating ways. No. So like I said, I have a sister. I have a mother. I have a daughter. Yes, I am concerned about that. But when you think about it from a basketball perspective, it kind of makes sense for the Knicks to go out and do what they got to do to kind of bring this kid in, getting rid of Evan Fournier contract, even though there's only 2 years left this season and next season for Evan Fournier. And then we got this, because his contract, he just signed his contract. But like I said, it's only 1 year is guaranteed. 3 other is not. So we can play him, see how it goes, see what gauge the atmosphere, how the fans treat him. You know what I'm saying? Our women fan, our men, and I hate to say it because, men, we love sports. So long as he get out there and produce, we're going to overlook that. And I'm not saying that it's right to. I want to stress that. I want to really stress that it's not right to overlook what he done. No. But from a basketball perspective and from a fan, I want the man. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I know I'm gonna get some hate. But I'm trying to leave out the incident. But we gotta realize stuff like this happen throughout life, whether they be celebrities, whether they be sports figures, whether they be the average Joe like you and me. It don't make it right. It don't. But we shouldn't keep a man away from the job. He still gotta feed his family. And God forbid if he have kids with that person, he's still gonna have to take care of that woman and her children. But once again, I want to say I'm not condoning what the man did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But I'm thinking about how could this help the New York Knicks on the court and financially. And I think it would be a great piece of insurance in case Emmanuel Quickley walked. And because I'm saying that, let's get right to the Emmanuel Quickley. And I know y'all seen the thumbnail. And I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't see any incentives for Emmanuel Quickley to resign with the New York Knicks. And hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit me in the comments. Hear me out. First of all, we're going to go right here. Come on. What player do not want to be a starter in the league? He would never be a starter long as we got Jalen Brunson on his team. So you have to think about that. That got to be one of the most important factors in Emmanuel Quickley's re-signing with the New York Knicks. I don't think he came out of college just to be, we might see him as that, as a backup player or whatever, but I don't think he sees himself as a role player or a backup player or a bench player. I don't think he sees himself that. I did a video last year where this guy was actually projected to be an all-star, making millions and millions of dollars. So you have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I know his agent is air. I know he got people talking. I just think that one of the important factors of him resigning, of not resigning with the New York Knicks, because he wants to start. And if he want to make the money that he wants to make in this NBA, he has to be a starter. And I think he sees himself as a starter. That's one of my main reasons I think he will not resign with the Knicks when the time comes. Right now, we don't have to do anything because we still have him under contract. And I know people talking about that extension. He won $100 million. Exactly. And I'll get to that in a minute. But let's get to number 2, why I think the guy will leave New York Knicks when the time comes. He does not fit in Tom Thibodeau's scheme. And I know he's a good defensive player and he looks good in this scheme, but it doesn't play to his strengths, nor do the offense, nor do the defense. And I think that he's going to want to get from under Tom Thibodeau because Tom Thibodeau is a good coach. I'm going to say mediocre, because he can get you to the playoffs one year, and then the next year, he don't get us nowhere. And we already seen that. We already experienced that from Tom Thibodeau. From when he came, we got to the playoffs, and then the next year, nothing. And now we back to the playoffs. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think the way this guy coach and the way he runs his team, I'm hoping we make the playoffs. I know we have the talent. We have the talent to be in the playoffs, especially in the Eastern Division. We have the talent, but do we have the right coach? And I know a lot are going to hit me in the comments like Tom Thibodeau, blah blah blah. But I want a different coach. Now back to Emmanuel Quickley. His style doesn't fit his game, and I think in the long run that he's going to notice that. And I think Emmanuel might be out. You know what I'm saying? Unless Tom Thibodeau this season makes some, some switches or just a little changes, hits, give other guys a little bit more love on the court other than Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and R.J. Barrett. Start letting other guys really get to be who they are. Because I'm not going to forget that statement or that answer when Tom Thibodeau was asked during the playoffs, did he know Jimmy Butler could be this good? And he said no. From that, even I wanted him fired. But from that answer, you got to go. Because you're a coach. You're supposed to recognize his talent. And I'm not talking about some dude sitting on a bench third string. Butler was a big part of the Bulls and Minnesota. And you want to tell me you did not see the talent that this man possessed? I saw it back there. Everybody else seen it back there. He didn't just get that name Jimmy Buckets just overnight. So this is one reason I think that Emmanuel Quickley going to be out because of the coach. The coach, 2. And 3, let's face it, he want more money. He's going to want more money than when the Knicks going to want to offer him. The Knicks can do that because if you think about the way Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle contract is structured at the end of their deals, they're optional. You know what I'm saying? It's on the Knicks or team player. It's still optional. It's not guaranteed money. But will that get him paid? You know what I'm saying? The Knicks might want to offer him $84 million 4 years. But there might be a team out there want to give him $120 million 4 years. You know what I'm saying? $90 million 3 years. $60 million 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That's still being paid more than the Knicks. And I think that when it comes to that department, I think that's going to play a big factor into whether he resigns the New York Knicks. First of all, he wants to be a starter. 2, he doesn't fit. I mean, he's playing well in this system, but this is not a system that he really excels in. You know what I'm saying? 4, he's going to want more money than the New York Knicks is willing to offer him. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.